Hello everybody and welcome to my monthly update for July 2020. Thank you very much for joining me. Okay, so we've had another little spike in viewership and subscribers recently, so I'm aware that there's going to be a lot of newbies here, so thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for joining us. This monthly update is simply an update of what's going on in the workshop behind the scenes and what is going to be coming in the future as well. Before we get stuck into anything with this update, however, please be aware that I'm only going to be continuing the Bertha 3-year anniversary merchandise until the end of this weekend. So you've literally got today and tomorrow to buy it. After that, it is gone because we're not going to be celebrating a 3-year anniversary forever, are we? I probably should have worn it today if I was planning ahead a bit, but if you want it, there will be a link in the description below. Make sure to get it quick. And in addition to that, remember that I'm also doing 50% off plans for the workbench itself. And for that, you need to use the discount code 3rd birthday, and that will take 50% out upon checkout. Now, let's get into everyone's favorite part of the monthly update. It's time for Hater of the Month. And so I was actually struggling a little bit to find any hate this month, which is like partially a great thing, partially a disappointing thing, because I love stirring people up. I love it so much. And in fact, last night for our live stream, we finally got a nice old bit of hate, which was relieving to say the least, because now I've got material for this monthly update. You know, it wasn't to the usual standard of someone completely throwing their toys out the pram, but it was a nice one. And so it's from Gene Scouron, and he simply said, "Absolute rubbish, ... You've lost me as a viewer." And now I saw this comment quite late, so I wasn't able to respond to it straight away, but there were a few of you guys in the comments who were just straight in on there, and yeah, thank you. Thank you. Ben Stanton, great. Nobody forced you to watch it. Ross, see ya. Mr. Cheese, off you go. Waving emoji. It's brilliant. I just love the carelessness of it. And I didn't think I needed to say much more than that, to be honest. So I simply replied with, "Perfect. I was struggling for Hater of the Month material. Cheers, Gene. Safe travels." I love this because it's like, as soon as I do one tiny thing that someone doesn't like in a video, they're instantly like, "Right, unsubscribe. I'm never watching you again." And I'm just like, mate, get your knickers out of twist. I'm having a bit of fun, all right? Just simply don't watch the video. Hey, revolutionary. And in fact, I want to give a quick shout out here to HBert06. And his comment was, "I tried to watch as I really like your stuff, but I guess I'm just too old for this stuff. Maybe I'll try again some days with one of your more serious videos." That is how you deal with videos that you don't like. You simply don't watch it and you come back when there's another one. Mind blown. And again, another thank you to Ben Stanton for actually pointing him in the direction of my more serious content. I appreciate it. And seeing as that piece of hate was derived from last night's live stream, let's touch on that as a topic to begin with. Now, we have invested a lot of time, energy and money into the live streams over the past few weeks. Rob has been smashing it with the tech side of things. I've been loving the presenting, and your guys' engagement has been through the roof. Comments, likes, and of course the donations, they do not go amiss, and these live streams are just becoming a big old Friday night party at the moment. It's really good fun, so those of you who are joining us for them, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. We certainly are too. And so with the live streams, the format we're going to be rolling out over the next few months is going to be alternating different topics throughout each live stream. And so because there's roughly 4 weeks in a month, we're thinking the first week of every month is going to be a simple Q&A where we're either upstairs or even out on the picnic bench for that matter, more on that later, simply answering your questions in the actual live stream or going over questions that were asked in previous videos. For the second week in the month, we're thinking some sort of serious demonstration. And so the one I did previously, in fact I've done 2 previously, the first one was how to cut a dovetail joint entirely by hand, and that was a process from start to finish, all live, showing you how to cut a dovetail joint. And then the second demo that we did was sharpening chisels and planes. And again, that process was from start to finish, and we answered your questions throughout. And so that would be the second week of each month. As for the third week, what we're thinking is just some sort of live feed of the project that we're currently working on in the workshop. And so at the moment, it's a picnic bench. Nothing too spectacular, to be honest. It's just your opportunity to get in questions regarding that project and see things, or see how long things take in real time, because it takes ages. And then as for the fourth week every month, that is where it's going to be some sort of demonstration challenge kind of thing, which is where this hate comment came from. Basically, in last night's live stream, if you missed it, I was attempting to cut a lapped dovetail, and behind me I had a selection of premium tools and I had a selection of cheap tools. And essentially for every £1 that was donated, Rob would point blank fire a Nerf gun at my head or random other body parts. He got some really good shots on me. Stop, there we go. Right in the forehead. And then for every £5 that was donated, that would force me to use one of the cheap, disgusting tools behind me. And we decided to play with this format to give you guys more bang for your buck, I suppose, when donating to the channel. Because, you know, on the other live streams, some of you would very generously just donate money simply to get your message up on screen or just to support the channel. And like, that's awesome. It pretty much guarantees that I will see your question because the feed is going mental sometimes. But you know, a simple message up on screen, it's a bit boring, isn't it? And so we thought we'd make it a bit more exciting for you and actually put your money towards seeing me in pain. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But I'll be sure to make that live stream schedule nice and clear. So for those of you who aren't interested in the challenge at the end of the month or aren't interested in the simple Q&As, you will know, for example, exactly when the demonstration is going to be and what the demonstration is. That way you won't have to throw your toys out the pram like Gene earlier. Now, the other thing that's currently happening in the workshop is the picnic bench. Obviously, you've probably seen this video where we assembled the top, and there was a lot of questions regarding the structure of this that were brought up in the comments of that video. And so I've made sure to address them in the one that is due to be released later this weekend. And then we've obviously got the parts down here, which I've now sanded, and I am pretty much ready to start assembling it. And so this thing is actually going to be pretty much done in the next few days, which is awesome. And just a heads up on the picnic bench project, we're going to do the series as we normally do and leave the main series on a little bit of a cliffhanger so you don't see the finished project at the end. And then that final video will be an overview of the entire process, and then you'll see the finished result at the end of it. And Rob's also planning to put a little outtake reel at the end of it as well, because he's been keeping hold of them, and there is some disgustingly embarrassing moments in there. So yeah, I don't know what to expect of it, to be honest. But we're aiming to get the picnic bench overview video done by next Friday, as well as that little outtake reel. So yeah, look forward to that. And so moving swiftly on, future plans. What have we got planned for August? So hopefully many of you have got the memo for this. Rob and I plan on going daily videos posted Monday to Friday. We're literally going to be filming it throughout the day. Rob will be editing it as I film, and then we'll have the video posted by 5 or 6 that day. And that way you'll be able to see our projects as they happen, and we will be able to see your comments in real time. We can literally read them straight after the video is posted and then address them in the video the next day. And we're planning on doing that for the next 3 weeks. I'm hoping on Monday the marking knife components that I've ordered from the engineering firm down the road from me are ready, because I'm hoping for that to be the main project that takes us through August, and then make them available pretty much at the end of the month for you guys to purchase. Because it has literally been about 8 or 9 months since I made the last batch, and yeah, the waiting list is through the roof at the moment, so I need to get them sorted. But don't worry, we'll make sure to keep this exciting. The entire 3 weeks is not going to literally be me making knives. We're going to be doing little things throughout it, maybe some workshop organisation projects, maybe just a bit of workshop tidying, because I keep losing things at the moment and there's stuff probably rolling under workbenches, and I like to give the workshop a little bit of a tidy and an organise after every major project. So once this picnic bench is done, that will be a good time to do it. So yeah, daily videos throughout August. And in fact, on top of this, there's another little exciting thing I want to share with you. And so starting from this coming Monday, we are going to be releasing a new channel currency. A currency, yes. And so this currency is yet to be named. In fact, I want to hear your suggestions for what it should be called in the comments below, so be sure to leave your ideas there. And essentially, this currency can be used to redeem things from my store, and in fact, some things that aren't even listed on my store. You can actually redeem very unique prizes with these tokens. And as an example, for some of the prizes that you can redeem with these tokens, at the lower end of the price bracket, we're thinking things like stickers, you know, easy little simple things like that. However, as you start accumulating them, and you begin working your way up that tier, you can start redeeming things like half-hour coaching calls with me, or you can even grab yourself a custom marking knife, custom wood, custom ferrule sent direct to you, and that's at the higher end of those brackets. The way this currency will be rewarded will be through various challenges that we will be setting you, whether that's in the main videos, whether that's through social media channels such as Facebook or Instagram, maybe the mailing list, and of course for those of you that are patrons for this channel, there will be unique challenges and prizes for you guys as well that no one else can take part in, so you got better chances of winning essentially. Now, the only challenge we have released so far is in the main videos. As some of you you may be aware, Rob has been hiding small faces of me in various places in this picnic bench series. Sometimes they appear in the air filter, sometimes they appear in the cabinets behind me, sometimes they appear in the clock, and essentially there's about 2 to 3 per video. If you spot all 3 of those faces and you put the timestamps in the comments below and you're the first person to do it, that will reward you a token. And so for those of you who have been practicing and taking part throughout the project thus far, you're going to start redeeming tokens pretty damn quickly because you guys are spotting it much quicker than I can. Like, I don't even know where they are. Rob forgets where he puts them most of the time. And so starting from Monday, keep your eyes peeled in videos because it is going to be your chance to start winning some of those points. And of course, if you want to make sure you don't miss any of the other challenges that we'll be setting, make sure to follow me on the various social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, for example. Make sure to sign up to my emailing list and make sure to tune into the live streams as well, because we will be throwing out points in those to you guys. And then hopefully in a few months or weeks for that matter, you will begin being able to redeem things like this marking knife. And if that explanation was a little bit confusing for you, on Monday, I will also release a blog post that explains the parameters of the challenge, I suppose, and it'll be much more succinct. And of course, that blog post will be available to read on my website. Speaking of website, if you're new here, please be aware that I have a free online woodworking school, no sign up required, and that is available on my website, matteslea.com/school. The project we're currently working on at the moment is this cabinet. I originally started filming this cabinet in February, and then coronavirus hit, lockdown, couldn't get access to the workshop. Essentially, the series got cut in half. However, recently I've started refilming the project and I've started posting those videos to the free online woodworking school. They're not available on YouTube just yet, so if you're waiting to watch those videos, go across to my website and you'll see them all there. I've got a ton of new ones that have been filmed and I'll be rolling out a few more over the next few days. And I'm hoping to have that project completely finished in about a week or 2. And so if you want to see those videos, go across to my website now. They're all there waiting for you. However, if you're not too fussed about seeing them and you feel you can wait, they will be made live to YouTube sort of towards the end of August, basically after the daily videos have wrapped up. So essentially the coming month is looking like daily videos, cabinet project being released, and then because that cabinet is pre-filmed, I'm going to be filming stuff alongside that cabinet project being released, and the stuff that I'm planning on filming throughout that period is a ton of reviews. I've got loads of Bosch equipment that I need to get reviewed, and I'm going to start doing reviews for a lot of the machines in this workshop as well. The main ones being the Axminster bandsaw, the UJK router table, the Axminster planer thicknesser, and the Axminster pillar drill as well. As for Bosch products, I'm going to be reviewing the cordless miter saw, the cordless plunge saw, and the cordless extractor, as well as a few other little accessories as well. And in addition to that, I'm going to be doing a review on this drill and the Bosch impact driver / wrench as well. However, the drill and the impact wrench will be written reviews on my website as opposed to videos, because let's be fair, no one really wants to watch a video on a drill review, do they? So yeah, there's a lot going on in the workshop at the moment. It's quite busy. So as a reminder on all of that, I guess, limited edition Bertha merchandise. Remember, get it now because it's going to be discontinued at the end of the weekend. I'm not going to be celebrating a 3rd birthday forever. In addition to that, you can claim the 50% off plans for the workbench should you wish to make one yourself. Keep an eye out for the daily videos that we're going to be releasing over the next few weeks, and of course make sure to take part in the challenges if you want to start redeeming some of those amazing prizes that we have. If you want to take part in my free online woodworking school and start learning how to make a cabinet entirely by hand, there'll be a link to the free online woodworking school in the description below. And of course, make sure to hang out with us on Fridays at 6 PM BST for our weekly live stream. We've got a ton of awesome demonstrations and challenges planned. Make sure you're there. And so that's it for this monthly update. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.